As we ended the last negotiating session in the UN climate process in China this past week, many commentators were disappointed that it didn't look like we had made another step forward to achieving some kind of comprehensive climate agreement for the next UN summit coming up in Cancun. But I think this is probably to not really see the steps that we could take forward in Cancun. On two things in particular. First of all, I think there we will get a real gut check on where the world is in terms of the promises made at Copenhagen to deliver important measures of financing for developing countries to reduce their carbon emissions and adapt to climate change. And also secondly, the very real promise right now that we could get an agreement on forestry, which is something we came very, very close to in Copenhagen, didn't quite get there, and we could possibly still get there in Cancun if everyone decided just to focus that meeting on achieving one kind of outcome in one particular sector. And the importance of this just can't be underestimated. If you look at the total emissions from forestry globally, they're actually equal to the emissions that we get from transportation sector alone. So that's quite significant. In fact, I think that anyone who looks at this seriously knows that you really can't solve the climate problem without dealing with the forestry problem, because you're not only dealing with the emissions from burning forests, but the sequestration potential, the capacity of these forests to suck in the carbon that we will continue to emit up through the end of the century.